Welcome to another of Techno Teachers Pre-PEP Science Series. This is lesson 9 and the topic is climate. This is lesson 9 and the topic is climate. What do you know about climate? What do you know about climate around the world? On the screen you can see a photograph of a sunny climate. This is a sunny climate. Okay, so let's learn about climate. Let's go. Let's read what is on the screen. Climate is the average weather of a place over many years, about 30 years. Example: tropical, polar, and temperate climate. Factors that affect climate are latitude. Latitude is the nearness to the equator of places. Altitude. Altitude is the height of the place above sea level and distance of the place from the sea. The nearer a place is to the equator, the hotter the place is. The higher above sea level or higher upper hill or mountain a place is, the colder the place is. And the nearer to the sea a place is, the cooler the place and the more rain the place gets. Okay, let's discuss what we just read. Climate is the average weather of a place over many years, and that is about about 30 years. So over about a period of 30 years, how old are you now? How old are you? Imagine 30 years. Over a period of about 30 years, that is whatever the weather is generally over that time, whatever the weather is over that period of time, over 30 years, that is what you call climate is. So if the weather is hot most of the time, over that 30 years, you say it's a hot climate. If the weather was cold most of the time over that 30 years, you say that the climate of that place is cold. If the weather over that place over the period of 30 years was very cold, you say the climate of that place is very cold. Okay? Example, you have tropical climate, polar climate, and temperate climate. What is tropical climate? Tropical climate is hot climate. Hot climate as what we have in Jamaica. As what we have in Jamaica here, Jamaica our country here, we have a tropical climate. That means we have sun shining most of the time. We're not very hot all the time, but we are hot quite often, right? And we have a hot climate, or we have a hot climate most of the time. So we have a hot climate or a warm climate. We have a warm climate that's not all that hot, right? We have a beautiful weather here in Jamaica. We love the weather here, right? We have sunny weather throughout the year in Jamaica. So we have a sunny climate and we have a temperate. We have a tropical climate. So here in Jamaica we have a tropical climate. Polar is the opposite. Polar climate is the complete opposite. Polar climate is very cold. Polar climate is very cold most of the times throughout the year. So polar climate is very cold most of the time throughout the year. And temperate climate is somewhere in between hot and cold. Kind of cold, hot some of the times. Okay, but colder than Jamaica definitely. So temperate climate is somewhere in between tropical climate and polar climate. Temperate climate is somewhere in between tropical climate and polar climate. Temperate climate is sort of cold and sort of hot sometimes. Okay, also now factors that affect climate. The different factors that affect climate are latitude, altitude, and distance from the sea. The different factors or the different things, factors are things, the different things that affect climate are latitude, altitude, and distance from the sea. What is latitude? Latitude is the nearness of latitude is the nearness of a place to the equator. Latitude is the nearness of a place to the equator. What is the equator? The equator is the center of the earth. The equator is the middle of the earth. The middle of the earth the middle of the earth is the equator. So the nearer a place is to the middle of the earth, the nearest a place, the nearness of a place to the equator is latitude. Jamaica is very near to the equator, so that is why we are warm most of the times. The nearer a place is to the equator, the warmer the place is. Okay, the nearer a place is to the equator, the warmer the place is. Also, altitude. Another factor that affects climate is altitude. Altitude is the height above sea level. Altitude is the height of a place above sea level. That is how high the place is, up a mountain or up a hill. The higher the place is on a hill, the colder the place is. Okay? Or the higher the place is on a mountain, or the higher the place is on a hill or a mountain, the colder the place is. The lower down the place is, the lower down to the bottom of the hill or the mountain the place is, the warmer the place is. Okay, so the higher up a place is on a hill or a mountain, the colder the place is. So the higher up you go, the colder you get. Okay, so the higher up on a place is, so the higher up on a hill or mountain a place is, the colder the place is. Another factor that affects climate is the distance from the sea. The distance from the sea. The nearer a place is to the sea, the more rain the place gets, and the cooler the place is, the more breeze it gets also. So the nearer a place is to the sea, the cooler it is, and the more rain it gets. Okay, once again, the nearer a place is to the sea, the more rain it gets and the cooler the place is. Okay, so that just about explains everything that's on the screen. Let's read it once again. Climate is the average weather of a place over many years, about 30 years. Example: tropical, polar, and temperate climate. Factors that affect climate are latitude, that is the nearness to the equator; altitude, that is the height of a place above sea level; and the distance of the place from the sea. The nearer a place is to the equator, the hotter the place is. The higher above sea level or higher up a hill or mountain a place is, the colder the place is. And the nearer the place, and the nearer to the sea a place is, the cooler the place and the more rain the place gets. Okay, on the screen we can see three photographs. The first one shows how people are dressed in a polar climate. This is a very cold place, and this is how they are dressed at this place because they are so very cold. So they are dressed in very warm clothing to keep them as warm as possible. So that's a polar climate, a very cold climate. Next beside it, the photograph shows how someone is dressed in a temperate climate. That is a cold climate, but not very cold. Okay, and you can see that she is dressed in something to keep her warm as well, but it's not as warm as those in the pole. But the clothing that she's wearing is not to keep her as warm as that being worn in the polar climate. It is cooler because the place where she is at is cooler. So this is the temperate climate that is cold, but not very cold, and hot sometimes, but not very hot either. So this is the temperate climate, the cold climate. Cold sometimes and hot sometimes, and not very cold or not very hot. Next beside it, the photograph shows how persons are dressed in the tropical climates. This is Africa. These are Africans, and these are how these Africans are dressed. We here in Jamaica are also in the tropical climate, but we do not dress like Africans. But we also wear t-shirts, as you see they are wearing t-shirts. We wear lots of t-shirts and lots of cool clothes. Lots of clothes to keep us cool. We don't want to wear anything that is too warm to make us very hot. So we wear clothes that keep us cool enough. So we wear lots of t-shirts and we wear lots of straps, clothes with straps on them, things like that to keep us cool. So these are Africans, and this is an example of a tropical climate. So this is a tropical climate, or people are dressed in a tropical climate, a hot climate. So this is a tropical climate, a hot climate. So once again, this is a polar. The first photo shows a polar climate. The second photo shows a temperate climate, and the third photo shows how people will be dressed in a tropical climate. Okay, so that's the end of our video right now, our video on climate. What did we learn? We learned about the different types of climates. We learned about polar climate, temperate climate, and tropical climate. And we also learned that the different factors that affect climate are latitude, altitude, and distance from the sea. So, see you for the next video. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. You are invited to join my free Pre-PEP study group in WhatsApp for children that are 5 to 8 years old. If the child is a little older, you can always let them be in the group if you think they need the group. Otherwise, I have a PEP group for older children from 9-year-old to even older than PEP, such as 15 years old, as long as they need the lessons that are gone over in the group. All you have to do is WhatsApp me and simply ask to join. My WhatsApp number is 353-4752 and the area code for Jamaica is 876 if you are not in Jamaica, that is. So people who are not in Jamaica are welcome to join if you would like to join it. Okay, thank you.
Mommy, I hear
Okay,
you.
say bye. Don't me come say bye for now. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Something for your child to do this summer. GSAT and PEP past papers and practice tests with answers. Only $4,000 for 50 tests with answers. Email Jamaica Island Wide Link at yahoo.com for free samples and payment information. These are GSAT and PEP past papers and practice tests with worked out and explained answers for the mathematics and answers for the other subjects. You should give your child who is entering grade 4, 5 or 6 these tests to do in the summer before they start school in September. So if the child is going in grade 4, if a child is going in grade 5, or if a child is going in grade 6, they can do these tests. So remember, if the child is going in grade 4, they can do these tests. GSAT and PEP starts from grade 4. So you should watch my videos from as early as grade 3. And then when the child is going, before the child goes to school in September, in the summer before they start school, in the summer before they start grade 4, they can do these practice tests. GSAT actually starts from grade 4 and PEP actually starts from grade 4 and it continues in grade 5. Grade 6 is just a revision grade. You only revise in grade 6. The months September, October, November and the half of December that your child goes to school in grade 6 is just revision of what they did in grade 4 and grade 5. Yes, the months September, October, November and the half of December that they go to school in grade 6 is just revision that they do during those times. They revise what they did in grades 4 and grade 5. Come January and February, it's just practice tests and mock exams. As of January, it's just practice tests and mock exams that your child does in school. So you should have done you should have done all the reading, watched all the videos, did all the studying before January in grade 6. After that, it's just practice tests and mock exams. After that, it's just stress to try to let the child get to catch up after January. It's stress. It can be done, but it's stressful. So start these tests. You can do them in the summer before your child starts grade 4, or in the summer before your child starts grade 5, or in the summer before your child starts grade 6. Something useful to do in the summer: GSAT and PEP, past papers and practice tests with answers. So write down that email address. Write down the email address: Jamaica Island Wide Link at yahoo.com. Jamaica Island Wide Link at yahoo.com. And email me to get free samples of the test of the GSAT and PEP, past papers and practice tests with answers. You will get free samples, and then you can decide to purchase the set of 50 tests with answers. So you can email me from the email address that you would like the test sent to, so that I will have the email address ready and correct to send the test to. So email me from the email address that you would like the test sent to. So go ahead, write down that email address and ask for free samples now. And prepare for GSAT and PEP from early. Do not wait until it is just about 1 or 2 or 3 months away from the exam. Do not wait until your child does the mock exam, the mock test, in December or in January or February to decide to get extra help or to get these tests to practice on and to listen to these videos. Do it from way ahead of the time. Do not wait until after Christmas to do these tests. If you're going to prepare for Christmas 3 months, if you're going to take 3 months to prepare for Christmas, you should take much longer than that to prepare for a test, okay? So do not wait until it is too late to start preparing. Start preparing from now. Start preparing from before grade 4. I cannot stress that enough. Start preparing from before grade 4. Start preparing from now. Do not wait until it is late. Not that it is impossible to study for a test for 2 or 3 months. Take 2 or 3 months to prepare for a test and pass. But it depends on the person. Okay, it depends on how much the person knows already. Some students are way behind at 1 or 2 months before the test. So it's not a good idea to take chances. So start preparing from now. Start preparing from early. Start preparing from before grade 4. I know that you won't wait until the last minute to start preparing for GSAT or PEP, right? Yes, you won't wait until the last minute. You won't do that. you might, a student might wait, or a parent might wait until a student does the mock exam in December, January or February, and then he or she might fail one subject, 2 or 3 subjects, or all 4 or 5 subjects. They might get 60 or 70%, and just a little work might be needed to improve on that subject, or more than one subject in that at that grade. Or the student might get 20 or 30% and have guessed everything, and will need a lot of work to be done. So you're not going to do that. You're not going to be caught unprepared. You're not going to wait until the last minute. You're going to prepare from early. Start preparing from before grade 4. Start preparing from now. Subscribe to my channel to get updates of new videos that are available on YouTube as soon as they become available. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's free. Like and subscribe, and also you're invited to share my videos. So when you subscribe, when I upload a video, for instance, if the video you are watching is Social Studies Part 2, when I upload Social Studies Part 3, you will get a notification on your computer right away that I have uploaded Social Studies Part 3, and you can go ahead and see the video. So go ahead, click that subscribe button right now. Thank you for watching. You should watch these GSAT videos over and over again until you know them from memory. Repetition is important. You can always message me if you have any questions or need further help using my email address, my Facebook page, or the telephone numbers that are shown on the screen. So bye bye for now. Bye bye.